Hey YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek. Goodness, my little channel web for all things geeky and cool. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to a brand new Funko review and unboxing video. And that's right, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. I got this big boy here finally. Woo! That's right, we got the 10-inch Unicron San Diego Comic-Con shared exclusive for Unicron. Finally got him in the collection. Price point when I purchased it at the Funko web store was $40 US. This is a shared exclusive with GameStop. Same price point, should be about $40. I'll give you my personal opinion, good, bad, and difference, what I think about this pop, and I'll give you a couple cons as well near the end of the video. I'm shooting it a little bit differently because this is such a big boy, getting 10 inches in size. I have to pull the camera really far back. I can't get in really close, but I'll take some B-roll shots of me unboxing him, up close shots of the paint, a little bit of the articulation, the face sculpt, the wings, the legs, all the paint and how it looks, and the buck, so you understand what this guy is all about. So some of you may not even know about Unicron. What is he all about? What's his deal, if you will? So I'll kind of give you the Cliff Notes version of this character. Basically, he debuted back in the 1986 Transformer animated movie, voiced by the great Orson Welles. He did a hell of a job, brought this character to life, really nailed it, gave this character such a foil for the Transformers. Great villain, if you will. Phenomenal job. If you've never seen the Transformer movie for Orson Welles, how he did this voice for this character, I highly, highly recommend it. Great movie, great bad guy. Of course, the big bad. So let's take a look at the packaging here for the packaging and presentation. Of course, the box right here is much larger. We talked about being 10 inches in scale. Pop Retro Toys line, Transformers logo, pop number 102. On the corner over here, you have the all-important shared exclusive sticker. You could have gotten that from both the Funko store, or you could have gotten that at GameStop as well. It does say Unicron at the bottom. Again, great window box display here. We have over here a shot of what the character looks like out of packaging. The word saying Unicron on the back. On the back of the physical of the packaging, you have kind of a retro look of what it would look like based on the old kind of vintage toy cards. If you look at the back of the packaging of an old vintage Transformer for G1, you would see this purpley background look for the bad guys and a kind of a reddish blue look for the good guys. So I like how they took that look and made it for the back of the packaging here. It looks good here. We have a nice shot right here of Unicron and all the characters that would be available in that particular wave. So again, looks really, really good. Let's get them out of packaging here and give you the breakdown segment. Again, I'm going to keep the camera rolling. We're not going to take a take here. We're going to do this old school, dirty style. We're going to take a look at the character here. It looks really, really good. As I mentioned, they do give you an insert, which is kind of cool. I like what they did here. This, again, looks like the back of a Transformer that you would have gotten back in the early 80s, the purplish yellow starburst, which would signify a bad guy, if you will. So he looks really, really good. I do like what Funko did with this character. It looks like he came right off the cartoon screen, or again, silver screen would have been in the movie theater, to life in vinyl figure form. So it looks really, really good. Again, the scale here is about 10 inches in scale. We have our analogs, both the Jetfire and Trax, which we'll talk more about them in a second here. But he looks great. He has these nice little wings. We'll take some B-roll of all this stuff. Your first question is going to be, is there articulation in the head? There is articulation, but it's hindered by these wings. They get in the way and they clip the head. He will spin 360 if you force it. If you basically pull the wings down, maybe use a hairdryer, pull the wings down in position, the head will spin 360. I'm just not going to force it right now, but great head sculpt. I like what Funko did. It looks really right off the silver screen. They did a phenomenal job with this head sculpt. Again, we'll take some B-roll shots of him. He looks really, really good. Again, big head, smaller body, Funko style. That's what we do for Funko. But he looks really, really good. He stands pretty well, as you can see right here. Let's bring, of course, as I mentioned before, we'll bring both Trax and Jetfire in. Now, one thing you may or may not notice with this, and this is the biggest con I have for this, is the sense of scale. And I talked about this during the Pop Towns review, where you had a character with an iconic building, and having a standard size pop next to a scaled down building really messes with your eyes. And they do the same thing with these Transformers, because this falls in this universe. So basically, these characters fall inside this scale. This is basically true scale to these guys, and that's where the problem I have here, because these are basically 3.5 inches in height for these guys, and he's about 10.5 inches in height. Again, he's considered a jumbo pop. I think the scale is wrong here. I think they need to make his scale taller. If, again, he's at 10.5 inches in height, so we're sitting here close to basically he's 10.5 inches in height, so he's bigger than 10 inches, so he's about 10.5, about 10.5 inches in height. I think if they would have scaled him up higher and made him 18 inches, so this would be literally off the screen, is off the top of the camera where my hand is right here. This is about 18 inches. If you compare that, if he was this tall here, then these guys in scale would look a lot better. I think that's the biggest problem I have here, is a sense of scale. I've talked, as I mentioned before, I talked about it in the Pop Town review. Either you make this guy bigger or you scale these guys down smaller for it to work. If you did make that scale that I've talked about before, making him an 18-inch pop, the price point would jump to probably about $100. I don't think Funko would go that direction, because usually you have S-tier characters in the 18-inch size pop scale. When they scale them up very, very large, you have your Batman, your Iron Man, your Harry Potter, your Pikachu, just to name 4 of them, very popular, iconic characters. Unicron here isn't that popular and iconic to the global populace as a whole. To Transformers fans, they know who Unicron is all about. But for someone who's off the street, they know who Batman is, they know who Harry Potter is, they know who Pikachu is, they know who Iron Man is. If you said, Unicron, they would have no clue. So I think if they scale them up higher, it would have looked better for your eyes. But all things considered, at the 10 inches is the very smallest I would have said this guy should be. It's definitely a buy in my personal opinion. At the $40 price point, 100%. I've seen him going on eBay now, going between $70 and $80 US. So if you can get him at GameStop, buy him at GameStop. If you buy him at eBay, try to get the best possible deal you can for this guy. And as a whole, he is a phenomenal pop. I highly recommend buying him if you're a Transformers fan, if you're a Unicron fan. 100% buy this guy. Again, the $40 price point. So I do hope you like this video review of Unicron from the Pop Retro Toys line, San Diego Comic-Con shared exclusive. Give this video a like at the bottom of the page. Click that all-important subscribe button. When you subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to be notified of the latest videos. And of course, last but not least, you click windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. See you next video. And bye-bye.